Have you ever wondered why so many billionaires seem to follow a similar formula to accumulate their fortunes? The answer might lie in the words of John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in history, who claimed that the secret to making money correctly is eternal and unchanging. Imagine the possibility of conquering all the wealth your heart desires. Sounds like a distant dream, doesn't it? However, I'm here to show you that it's perfectly achievable. By understanding and applying the principles that Rockefeller used to build his empire, you too can tread the path to prosperity. If you're still skeptical, I invite you to watch this video until the end and form your own conclusions. Welcome to our channel dedicated to prosperity and finance. If your goal is to get rich, subscribe right now to start your journey to success. John D. Rockefeller was not just a billionaire, but the first to achieve such status in the world. His entrepreneurial journey began with a modest investment of $2,000, of which $1,200 were borrowed from his father. When he passed away in 1937, his fortune was estimated at $4 billion, which, adjusted for inflation, would be an impressive $318 billion today. For comparison, the richest man in the world today, Elon Musk, has a fortune of only $219 billion. After analyzing Rockefeller's life, I discovered that the secret to his success lay in a few basic rules about money. As you watch this video, I will tell you these important tips. Control your money. At the age of 7, John D. Rockefeller already demonstrated an entrepreneurial spirit, earning his own money by helping on a local farm. Influenced by the wise advice of his mother, he developed the habit of meticulously recording every penny he earned and spent in a notebook, a practice he diligently maintained throughout his entire life, until the venerable age of 97. Rockefeller's family, although not very wealthy, was rich in values. His father, a traveling salesman, spent long periods away from home, leaving the responsibility of managing the household in the hands of his mother. She, in turn, was a prudent woman and taught her children the importance of economy and financial control. These early lessons showed Rockefeller that effective money management was the key to multiplying it. Rejecting theory in favor of practice, Rockefeller opted to study accounting instead of going to university. After completing his studies, he landed a job as an accounting assistant, where he quickly stood out for his natural affinity with numbers. His first salary was modest, only $17 a month, but soon increased to $25 in the second month. Within a year, he was promoted to manager, with an annual salary of $800. This upward trajectory highlighted Rockefeller's dedication to financial education, which became the foundation on which he built his immense fortune. Therefore, the importance of investing in one's own financial education cannot be underestimated. Contrary to the common belief among many entrepreneurs that it is better to avoid debt, Rockefeller's trajectory demonstrates that strategic indebtedness can be a powerful tool. If he had not resorted to the loan granted by his father, he might never have transcended the condition of an employee to become the magnate we know. Rockefeller employed loans strategically to leverage his businesses. He had a preference for issuing shares to attract investors, even when he had sufficient owned capital. However, he always maintained a financial reserve and, in the absence of investors, did not hesitate to finance his projects with his own resources. His first venture was a small logistics company, which in the first year billed $500,000 in orders. However, he soon faced a shortage of capital. He already owed a significant amount to his father, who had lent him money at a rate of 10% per year. Faced with this situation, Rockefeller sought new loans wherever possible. Although the path was not easy, he managed to overcome the obstacles. It is said that only those who do not understand finance fear loans. Rockefeller, however, knew how to use credit intelligently and effectively. Fulfill your financial obligations. John D. Rockefeller was known for his meticulousness in fulfilling his financial obligations, a characteristic that was evident from the early days of his business career. In the early years of his business, he faced various challenges, including economic crises, fierce competition, and regulatory obstacles. Despite these adversities, he always endeavored to honor his commitments punctually, demonstrating unwavering integrity. In his memoirs, Rockefeller recounts a notable episode in which his father, William Avery Rockefeller, came to collect a loan at a particularly challenging time. The situation was delicate, and Rockefeller never knew for sure if the collection was a coincidence or an intentional lesson from his father, who was known for his unconventional teaching methods. Regardless of his father's intentions, Rockefeller saw the episode as an opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to financial responsibility. He made efforts to pay off his debts, including those incurred with his own father, and this attitude only reinforced his reputation for solvency. Over time, Rockefeller's reputation in the financial world became so solid that bankers granted him loans based solely on his word. His ability to fulfill his financial obligations, even in difficult times, became legendary, and he became a model of integrity and financial responsibility. Thus, Rockefeller's story highlights the importance of maintaining an impeccable credit history and a solid financial reputation, as these are essential attributes for long-term success in business and personal life. Every decision has its price. John D. Rockefeller had a remarkable ability to borrow loans without fear, always ensuring that his debts were paid off punctually. His meticulous approach to financial planning involved careful analysis of each decision before acting. When borrowing money, he developed detailed plans on how he would repay it and what the expected return on investment would be. This strategy extended to his personal investments, where he rigorously evaluated the potential for multiplication of the invested capital. Rockefeller invested millions in his companies, always maintaining a sharp focus on increasing production and reducing costs. He was always looking for optimization opportunities, and upon identifying them, did not hesitate to invest resources to take advantage of them. One of his pioneering feats in the United States was the implementation of oil transport in railway tanks, an innovation that replaced traditional barrels transported on horseback. In addition, he invested significantly in safety measures in refineries to mitigate the losses caused by frequent fires. These actions reflected his long-term vision for the oil business, which many saw as lucrative but short-lived, and therefore hesitated to invest in robust infrastructure. When he began exporting oil, Rockefeller encountered the need for an efficient method to transfer the oil from tanks to ships. With his own resources, he equipped the necessary railway stations, a move that, at first glance, seemed like a gesture of generosity towards the railways. However, this astute strategy allowed him to significantly reduce transport tariffs, making it possible to transport oil at a cost 3 times lower than his competitors. Moreover, Rockefeller owned iron mines, and realizing that maritime transport was more profitable than rail transport, he did not hesitate to build his own fleet of ships, further expanding his empire. Rockefeller's partners often considered his ideas risky and hesitated to invest. On these occasions, he confidently said, "All right, I'll invest alone, but the profits will be all mine." This resolute stance often made partners reconsider, as they knew that if Rockefeller was willing to invest, success was virtually guaranteed. His ability to turn calculated risks into substantial profits solidified his reputation as one of the greatest magnates in history. The concept of wealth. In the world of finance, there are timeless principles that can be considered true treasures, capable of transforming the financial lives of many people. The financial skills of John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in history, are a clear example of these valuable principles. His strategies and approaches to money and business management remain relevant today and serve as a guide for those seeking financial prosperity. Rockefeller was known for his rigorous discipline, his ability to make thoughtful decisions, and his skill in identifying and seizing investment opportunities. He also emphasized the importance of long-term planning, reinvesting profits, and diversifying investments. Although Rockefeller's financial practices may seem simple or obvious to some, the truth is that the effective application of these principles requires discipline, patience, and a deep understanding of the financial market. Those who can master and successfully implement these financial skills have a higher likelihood of achieving their financial goals in an accelerated and sustainable manner. Therefore, studying and learning from the financial strategies of historical figures like John D. Rockefeller can be a crucial step for anyone looking to improve their financial health and build a prosperous future. Subscribe and take the first step towards wealth.